First of all, introductions. This is Bas de Beer, the most intuitive engineer I've ever worked with. He's not much on the campus, we should get him more here, he's very good. My name is Rudie Verweij, co-founder of Cooling. I did the last 7 years here, cooling data centers. And now I'm working on AI. So when I was working with Cooling, we did a lot of really awesome projects with companies such as ASML, Intel, AMD, Rheinmetall, and they're all very privacy sensitive. So my engineers were forbidden to use AI, but they're little rascals, so sometimes I saw them using it, and I realized that every single deep tech company has the same issue. AI is not secure, and as soon as data goes out, I might be in trouble. The guy sending data to Russia, he's not happy, so I don't want that to happen to me. That's why we want to work on local AI that you can run inside your own company. There's many use cases, working with a couple companies here in Eindhoven on the deep tech side, so think of patent law, this kind of people working on ideas, wanting to brainstorm, engineers working on it. But there's also some other unique things, together with Bas working on a unique solution.
Which is also that we were just using it ourselves a lot. So one of the things is that I like overlanding, which is taking an off-road vehicle into very remote spaces, and I like technology. And every time Rudie and I were doing it, it was like, wow, we could use Starlink or any other like 4G system, but we could never really use AI or anything smart remotely. So that was also something that drove our spirit to see how far can we extend this and how much AI can we get inside my car. So that's basically what the demo that we brought here in this backpack is also 24/7 in my car, basically running constantly. Renewable energy, we use solar and wind energy to basically power the personality of my car, but then there's so much more to it. We can use that to ask questions about, can we eat this? Is this like, how do we go? Can we see here? Is there anything that we need to look out for? And that got us thinking like this is actually very interesting because there's a lot of people also doing this, getting even less prepared than we did, hiking and going out in the mountains without actually knowing what they're doing. So search and rescue has a huge pressure on how to solve these things and how to rescue these people when there's more and more coming to this and basically getting in danger. So what we basically created is a guide that is my car, that is basically a lifeline that's always there, it always is ready to help us out. And how we see it is it could be a search and rescue tool that you can communicate with it in mountains because you use radio communication with it, so you can have 20 kilometers range easily because it's inside the car or inside a hub that has renewable energy. It's fine, it doesn't need any power as everybody says with AI. And then we can actually keep track of all these things. So you could say, this is where we are, this is what we've been eating, you die, you fall off the mountain, where are these people now? Well, basically our system knew what they were eating the day before, where they were going, because they were asking about it, and it could even transmit that directly to the search and rescue out there. It could help other people that are nearby and say like, hey, can you check in on them? Because maybe they're even a couple days before the search and rescue could be there. And that's how we basically started turning something very fun for ourselves into something that we could see being as an actual product. So we're now working with people that have a electric off-road vehicle and how we could implement the system basically from the start.
Give it a try.
Yes. All right, so Rover, we're here on the stage having a talk about you. Could you please tell us who you are and what you can do?
Now it's starting up, so it takes the first time a little longer, so we have a little bit of patience, and let's see if it's working. Yes, it's thinking.
Hello there, I'm Rover, though most folks just call me Rap. I live inside this Santana PS10 well, technically in the Mac studio that powers everything. I'm designed to be a companion for adventures like this one, offering information and conversation. Think of me as an onboard guide who knows a lot about the outdoors, but relies on you to tell me what you see and experience. I can answer questions, help with planning if you have maps or notes handy, and generally keep things interesting.
Alright, so this is locally inside that backpack. Just no internet. Yeah, I was just saying that. No internet connection, but we're running out of time. So, last, we're also working on some more corporate stuff. An amazing AI show full of jokes, satire, improv with me, Bas, and the AI. And it's a great amount of fun. We're working on that as well.
next demo pictures.
I hope so. Maybe 15 minutes then. Alright, thank you.
Even though Rudie Verweij, it's room for one question. One question from the audience. Is there a question? Yes, please.
Are you aware that a lot of open source projects do this?
Yeah, so
Did you use one?
yeah, this is running all of open source stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah. So using LM Studio for the running, that is optimized for Apple Silicon, and that works beautiful. There's such a huge community, so we're using a lot of that stuff. Yes.